Hello friends, what if the most powerful address on the earth, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, wasn't chosen just for politics? What if the richest investor in human history has been living in the same modest house for over 60 years? Not out of habit, but because that house carries a hidden code that keeps multiplying his wealth. And what if that same code used by ancient civilizations to build empires is sitting quietly inside your home right now? Let's start with two buildings that changed the world. The White House. 4 cardinal directions, 4 clean openings, north, east, west, south. All perfectly aligned. The main entrance faces north. In the ancient architectural system passed down through thousands of years of human wisdom, north is the direction of Mercury, the planet that governs intelligence, commerce, and the sharpness of the mind that turns opportunity into power. Every president who has walked through that north-facing doors has entered a space architecturally engineered to stimulate decisive thinking and the flow of prosperity. Is it coincidence? The people who built it didn't think so. Now go search Warren Buffett house on the internet. Do it after this video. He has lived in the same Omaha home since 1958, a house worth roughly $31,500 when he bought it. A man worth over $100 billion, same house, same street, same address for over 65 years. But here is what nobody talks about. Look above his front door. Sit with it for a moment. Because built right into the architecture, above the entrance at the top of the door frame is a window, not a square window, not a rectangular window. It is a small, elegantly framed oval window, wider at the center and gently tapering at both ends, with a subtle arc at the top and a soft curve at the bottom. The kind of shape that the moment you see it, your brain recognizes instantly. It is an eye, a perfectly proportioned, unmistakable human eye, set in wood, framed in glass, quietly watching the world from the front of a 5-bedroom house in Omaha, Nebraska. A house that has not changed in over 65 years, a house that belongs to the richest investor who ever lived. Why would the world's greatest investor, a man famous for rational, logical, numbers-driven thinking, have an eye-shaped window above his front door? In the ancient architectural system, the eye is one of the most powerful symbols of financial vision. It represents the ability to see what others cannot, to spot value in places others walk past, to hold a vision steady and so long that the entire world eventually catches up to what you already knew. And it sits deliberately or not. North, the direction this ancient science identifies as the seat of Mercury, the force governing financial intelligence, market movement, and the sharpness of mind that separates a genius investor from everyone else. That one window, that one direction, that one house held for 65 years, while the wealth inside it compounded into one of the greatest fortunes in human history. You can call it coincidence, but the ancient architectural system would call it alignment. These are not accidents, these are patterns, and once you see them, you cannot unsee them. The ancient architectural system, one of the oldest documented sciences of spatial design, understood something that modern architecture has completely forgotten. The space you live in is not passive. It's actively programming you. Every direction you face, every color on your walls, every object you place at your entrance, all of it is sending signals directly and continuously into your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is running about 95% of your life. So the real question is not whether your home has power over you. It does. The only question is, are you designing that power intentionally or letting it run wild? Now let's talk about real-life modern applications. None of this requires demolishing your apartment. None of it requires expensive consultations. Right now, today, you can begin making changes. Face north or northeast when you work. If your profession involves trading, technology, or commerce, the north direction activates Mercury's analytical energy. If your work involves strategy, communication, or wisdom-based fields, face east. Experiment for a week in each direction and simply observe your clarity and output. Check your investment documents. Are your savings statements stored next to your checkbook? If so, you're mixing the energy of giving with the energy of receiving. Separate them. Physically, intentionally, this is not metaphor. This is environmental psychology applied to financial behavior. Audit your front door. What does it look like right now? Is it clean? Is it intentional? Does it communicate what you actually want to attract? Spend 30 minutes this week making your entrance a genuine statement of welcome. And see how differently you feel walking into your own home. Move your pillow. Tonight, simply try sleeping with your head facing south. Not next month. Tonight. Give it 15 days before you judge. Your body will likely tell you everything you need to know. Look at the colors in your child's room. Are they calm and inviting or chaotic and stimulating? One afternoon and a few tins of paint can genuinely change how a child performs in school. Warren Buffett has lived in the same modest home for decades. A home with a north-facing ley line and remarkably a window above his entrance built in the exact shape of an eye. It is not coincidence, perhaps, but when you understand that the eye shape represents vision towards financial clarity and that his north-facing entry continuously activates the energy of intelligent commerce, you start asking different questions about what we call luck. The White House, the new Indian Parliament building, the world's greatest sacred structures, all of them are aligned with the same principles that this ancient science articulated thousands of years ago. These are not accidents, these are intentional designs built by people who understand architecture is the silent programmer of human behavior. Your home is not just a shelter. It is an environment that is actively shaping you. Every hour you are inside it. Every night you sleep within it. Every morning you wake up to it. The ancient architectural system we have explored today is not about fear. It's not about tearing down walls or spending thousands on remedies. It is about one simple, profound idea. Align your environment with the life you want to live. Small changes, conscious placement, intentional directions, these are not rituals for the superstitious. They are tools for the intelligent, for anyone willing to admit that the outer world and the inner world are in constant conversation. You have been arranging your furniture. Now it's time to arrange your life. Start with one room, one direction, one change, and watch what begins to shift. Thank you for watching this video.